Could we survive eternal night? Imagine waking up one day and the sun never rises again. The world is plunged into eternal darkness, temperatures drop, and life as we know it begins to collapse. Could humanity survive an eternal night apocalypse, or would we be doomed? Welcome to Eternal Night, where we explore the darkest and most terrifying what-if scenarios. Today, we're diving into a sunless world, the science behind an eternal night, and whether humans could actually survive. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's step into the darkness. What could cause an eternal night? There are a few terrifying ways Earth could be plunged into permanent night. Here are the most likely scenarios. Supervolcano eruption. A massive volcanic eruption like Yellowstone could fill the atmosphere with ash and debris, blocking sunlight for years. Nuclear winter. If enough nuclear weapons were detonated, smoke and debris would create a thick cloud cover, stopping sunlight from reaching Earth. Asteroid impact. A large asteroid impact would kick up millions of tons of dust, blocking the sun for decades. Alien or cosmic event. A rogue black hole, a massive solar event, or even an alien megastructure could artificially block our sunlight. No matter the cause, an eternal night would bring deadly consequences. Let's see what happens next. How would the world change? In the first few days, people would panic as sunlight disappears. Cities would rely on artificial light, but power plants need fuel, and without sunlight, the supply chain crumbles fast. Temperatures plummet. Without the sun's heat, Earth's temperature would start dropping rapidly. Within weeks, it could fall below freezing. Food crisis begins. Crops can't grow without sunlight, and supply chains break down, leading to global starvation. Power grids collapse. As fossil fuels run out and solar power becomes useless, energy sources start failing. And this is just the beginning, because the longer eternal night lasts, the worse it gets. What happens after months of darkness? After a few months, Earth starts looking more like an alien planet than home. Global freezing. Average temperatures could drop to -50 degrees centigrade in many places, turning entire continents into frozen wastelands. Atmosphere changes. With less heat, winds and weather patterns become extreme. Expect hurricane-level storms and deadly blizzards. Mass extinction begins. Plants and animals that rely on the sun die off first, followed by humans struggling for food and warmth. At this point, civilization as we know it is gone. But could anyone actually survive? How could humans adapt to a sunless world? Survival would be extremely difficult, but not impossible. Here's how humans might adapt to an eternal night apocalypse. Geothermal power. Some places, like Iceland, rely on heat from the earth, which could keep power running indefinitely. Underground farming. With artificial lights and hydroponic systems, we could grow food underground, but only in limited amounts. Living near thermal hotspots. Areas with volcanic activity might stay warm enough for small human populations to survive. Artificial light and energy innovation. Nuclear power could keep the world partially lit, but fuel shortages would be a major problem. The real question is, how long could we last? Would humans go extinct? If eternal night lasted for decades or centuries, humanity would be on the brink of extinction. But could we adapt permanently? Leaving Earth. With no sun, space colonies on Mars or the Moon might actually become safer than Earth. Bioengineered survival. Future technology could create genetically modified plants and animals that don't need sunlight. Microbial food sources. Some deep-sea life doesn't rely on the sun. We might harvest bacteria that live in total darkness. In a worst-case scenario, humanity might evolve into a new kind of species, adapted to life without the sun. Could we survive? So, could we survive? The answer is maybe, but only a few of us. Most of humanity would not survive long-term darkness. Small, prepared groups might find ways to endure. Technology and adaptation would be our only hope. But one thing is clear, if the sun ever disappeared, our world would never be the same again. What do you think? Could humans really survive an eternal night apocalypse, or would we be doomed? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more terrifying what-if scenarios and deep-dive explorations into the unknown.